Hello and welcome to the Brutally Honest podcast.
No filters, just the truth. It's brutally honest. Okay, this past weekend, we went shopping in Aritzia. It reminded me of a time this past Christmas when we were shopping with one of our friends and our mom. So it was the four of us. We went to the mall. And I remember it was our friend's first time shopping with us. And in the dressing room, she was like, wow, you guys really tell it like it is. Because if she walks out, or if anyone walks out and they're wearing an outfit that doesn't look good on you, we will tell you. Like, we're not the friends gaslighting you, telling you you look amazing in this disgusting, like, oversized, ill-fitting, whatever sort of outfit going on. We will be telling you if you don't look good.
Oh, we will be telling you if you look pregnant. We'll be telling you if your shoulders look like a linebacker.
Absolutely, 100%. We're telling you everything.
We're telling you if the pants are like a little too crotchety.
Yeah, a little bit too long, a little bit too short.
On the flip side, though, we will be telling you when you look like a queen.
Oh, exactly. Like, you know, if we tell you you look good, you actually look good.
We're like, no, you look amazing. You have to get that.
Because there's also nothing worse than coming home from shopping with your friends and realizing that you got talked into buying something and you're like, I hate this.
I have a couple rules for shopping.
Yeah, okay, what are your rules?
Number one is if I like I have to like the outfit that I am trying on better than the one that I'm currently wearing.
That's good. That's a good one.
Number two, sometimes I don't like shopping in makeup because I decide if my outfit looks cute with me without makeup, that means it'll look even better with me in makeup.
Yeah, that's fair. Sometimes, though, I do have a hard time with that because if I look bad, everything looks bad. That happened to me this past weekend where I was like, I look terrible in everything I'm putting on my body. And I was like, well, it's because my hair is greasy. I have no makeup on. My acne is just gone awry. So sometimes I feel like it is a little bit the flip side for me. Also, one thing I want to say, in our honesty, we do take into account the personal style of the person. For example,
for sure,
you tried on this really cute black jean vest outfit on Saturday, and I was like, I love this outfit. You look so cute in it. You will never wear this because this just isn't your style.
And you're right.
Yes.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the candidness.
Mm-hmm. So that's the whole point, is that you have to take into account their style. So, like, if you know that they're not going to wear it, you have to tell them. Because we are trying to get people to just buy tens. There's nothing worse than coming home from a shopping day, trying everything on, you know, doing your fashion show for your husband.
Absolutely.
And realizing you hate everything that you bought. I mean, like, well, do I go back and return this? Do I keep this and try to salvage this experience? So that is not us. We will never be talking you into buying something that doesn't look good on you. I can't stand also when people, you know, and they feel bad for their friend, and so they kind of are trying to hype them up by telling them they look good in things. I'm like, no, they know they don't look good, so why are you telling them they look good when you know that they don't?
That's the role of the dressing room worker.
Yeah.
That's the role of the Aritzia queen, who is telling me that I belong in size 24 jeans. And I'm like, honey, I am at least, like, minimum of 27. Thank you for telling me I'm a 24.
She was dying on that hill.
Oh.
I think she may be right a little bit, honestly. You're not a minimum 27. I hate to break it to you, personally.
Okay, but I couldn't get the 24 over, like, the top of my knees.
Yeah, the 24, I mean, I was a 24, like, in middle school. So I don't know what she was thinking.
But shout out to my girl Ella. She made me feel like a queen.
Absolutely. She didn't tell me I was a 24, so that was brutal.
That's great. That's because you have long legs.
Sure.
I have short legs.
Sure. We'll say it was that. That's for sure what happened. But I'm just saying, if you go shopping with us, be prepared. We're not going to tell you you're ugly. We will just say that clothing is... That doesn't look good on you.
That doesn't look good on you. It's a little baggy here.
Yeah.
This is where it's also like a generational thing. You know what I mean?
No.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, our mom, whenever we would walk out of the dressing room and something was kind of off, she would go,
Yeah. We are also big on the silence. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. We will hit you with a wall of silence. That happens with some frequency, where one person is just in the back, like,
immediately it's like, she hates it. And you just walk back in the dressing room.
You know.
But the reality is, like, our mom was always right.
Yes.
And when she loved something, she was like, oh my gosh, you have to get this.
Yes. No, we will go hard if you look good. We'll be hyping you up. This is not to say we tell you look ugly all the time.
Honesty is just the best policy in the dressing room.
It is the best policy. You need to know.
Because it's like, you can't buy the whole store.
No.
So it's like, get the tens.
Yeah, only get the tens. And you'll be grateful for it later.
So this weekend, in honor of spooky season, I watched The Phantom of the Opera.
Wow.
And I am down bad for the Phantom Eric, played by Gerard Butler.
Wow. Tell me more.
You know, if with a little bit of therapy, He is so hot. I mean, he's hot without therapy, but with a little bit of therapy, I think him and the main girl would have been a good match. I think him and I could be a good match.
You're into the mask?
I mean, he looks hot with the mask. Just keep the mask on.
Keep the mask on at all times. Good.
I'm telling you, like...
I need to look at... I'm looking at a picture of him
not
right
me
now.
chat GPTing what his attachment style was. Don't worry, he's a fearful avoidant.
What's your attachment style?
You know, I don't know yet, but all I know is I can fix him.
Yeah, I have no idea. Perfect.
I can fix him.
Perfect. Thank you, Miss Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, don't worry.
Gerard Butler.
Me and the Phantom, we'd make a good match, I think.
Isn't his whole thing that he basically stalks her?
Yeah, he basically stalks her, then like kind of kidnaps her, but like, okay, if we really want to get into it, he was like not loved as a child and abandoned as a child.
Yes.
And so
that's why he's living in the rafters of the opera.
Exactly. So he like stalks her and tries to woo her and like kidnapped her a couple times. And at first she's intrigued, but then he kind of goes crazy. Like he murders someone because like the opera house isn't putting Christine as the main character. Jeez. So he kind of goes AWOL, and then when the third party Raoul enters...
Yeah, that's when things get tough. They end up together?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. That's what I thought.
Her and the Phantom?
Yes.
No.
Oh, they don't end up together.
No.
I haven't seen it in so long. I like forget the plot.
He like kidnaps her and like
yes, I know he kidnaps her.
Like Raoul comes to go save her and he's like, I'm gonna kill Raoul unless you marry me, basically, I think.
I knew that was weird.
She like agrees and then like kisses him out of like not pity, but like a little bit, like you can still be loved, and then he lets them go. But then the final scene is that Raoul is visiting Christine's grave, and he goes and sees the Phantom of the Opera's rose at her grave, like 60 years later.
He loves her forever.
He loves her forever.
That is so tender. Yeah, you could save him for sure. That's a very savable scenario.
You can for sure.
I think that's really smart of you and very healthy. That would be a strong relationship going forward. You and Phantom. Oh my gosh. How do we make this happen? I'm going to tell everyone I know to dress up as Phantom for Halloween. You will be in love with them.
Yeah. I wonder who
she's just looking for her Phantom.
I'm looking for my Phantom of the Opera.
She's going to save someone.
His voice is so cool. He's so hot when he enters.
Gerard Butler is cool. I just looked it up. He looks cool. The mask is kind of a good look for him.
It's a great look for him.
But if anyone in real life came to you with a mask...
Oh, no, but it was... I mean, they live in an opera house.
It's for the time.
They live in an opera house. They're masquerading around.
Very classy of them. She's a ballerina. They're just of the
Masquerade. I was an octave lower.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Anyways.
I love that. Well, should we get into
I think we should get into
the meat of the episode?
Yep.
Something that I've been seeing a lot of chatter online about is ghosting. Particularly, I feel it's guys saying that they hate ghosting and they're so over being ghosted and they think that the girls who ghost them are terrible communicators, yada, yada, yada. They're the worst people on earth. And I think they're lacking nuance in their discussion of ghosting. Also, most people have either been ghosted or have ghosted someone. I say 99% of people in the dating world have either ghosted or been ghosted.
Oh, ghosting
Probably both.
Ghosting gets a bad rap.
Bad rap. Hard bad rap.
There is the art of the ghost, for sure. Absolutely. But no, everyone's ghosted.
Yeah, like, to ghost or not to ghost is really the question we're all asking ourselves as we're going into these dating scenarios.
It's all about applying it in the right situations and then being communicative when you need to be.
Absolutely. I totally agree. So I kind of wanted to go through the relationship timeline. And when is the ghost appropriate? When is the ghost inappropriate? And to start off, I think we need to define a ghost.
Yeah.
I am saying a ghost is anytime someone texts you and you just never respond, indicating you're not interested. At any point. Some people might say it's only when like you're dating. No, I'm saying it's anytime you aren't responding to someone, that is a ghost.
Including friends.
Including friends. Yeah, you could ghost a friend. A ghost is just...
Yeah, it's true.
It's not discriminatory of the relationship. Type of relationship.
Yeah, you literally turn into a ghost.
Yes, you just ghost. So I think we start with pre-dating.
Okay. So
this is my personal favorite.
So this is a situation where they go up and they ask you out. Mm-hmm. You give them your phone number. Mm-hmm. They text you, hey, do you want to go out? Or call you. And you don't respond.
These situations are so sticky because here's what's hard. It's difficult because they are asking you out and you kind of say yes in person. Like you kind of give them a little bit of an agreement and then you give them your number. And what's hard is that I don't want to say no to their face in person.
No.
And then they get mad that you ghosted them via text because this was my personal favorite type of ghost.
This is the most benign ghost, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Well, actually, I don't know if it is, because it's all based off of physical appearance, pretty much.
Yeah, which is fine. Like, if someone comes up to you and you're obviously not attracted to them and you will never be interested in them, I'm not going to go out on a date with you necessarily.
Yeah.
Or, like, one time when I was 18, I got asked out by, like, a 30-year-old, and it was like, no, I'm not going out with you. I'm sorry.
Did he text you?
No, he did text me.
Wow.
And I was just not interested, naturally, because that was not going to go anywhere, and that was just not going to be a good time for either of us. Neither of us should be put in that situation.
Just wait till you're 30. The 42-year-olds don't seem so bad.
No, exactly. As you get older, age gap shrinks.
Sorry, let's get back on topic. Let's get back on topic.
No, I totally agree, but I love... Pre-first date ghost is hard because you should probably tell them to their face, but I was just too young and too...
No, even now, what am I going to say? Sorry, I'm not interested in going out with you to their face.
Yes.
I will say, because a couple times I've tried the excuse, sorry, I'm dating someone. When I have not been dating anyone, and that's gotten around to bite me. So then I've learned my lesson. Because that one I like, because it's like, listen, it's not about you. I'm just in a different situation.
Yes.
So it's great when it's a real thing. Terrible when it's not true. Because then they find out that they lied to you about dating someone else because they don't want to go on a date with you.
Yes, they always find out that you lied. So sometimes guys are like, oh, just lie and tell me that you're dating someone. It's like, no, because then you're pissed that I lied to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And also what happens is, what if someone who I think is cute hears that I'm dating someone from you that I would like to ask me out?
Yep.
I can't be having that I'm dating someone get around because I'm not dating anyone, and I want people to know that. I'm clearly at this party. I'm on the market. I'm here to be marketed. So that's all I have to say is you can't lie. I think the ghost is absolutely... I think it's okay in that scenario. It's tough, but I see how it happens.
I think it's probably one of the best instances in that scenario.
Yeah, kind of one of the better outcomes.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
Or you text them, hey, I'm not interested in going on a date with you.
Yeah, or you tell them to their face no.
I think you ghost. To ghost or not to ghost?
To ghost. Okay, now we have post-first date. And this one is cut and dry for me. Ghost. If they ask you out on a second date, I think you decline the second date. I think if they ask you to make plans, you say, hey, sorry, I'm busy. Hey, sorry, I can't. And then you ghost. I think it's fine after date one.
I'm just trying to think about the scenarios where it's like they text you. I think it's like, because it's one thing where they text you. Actually, no, you just ghost them. Yeah. Because they could be like, hey, well, how are you doing today the next day? You could just ghost them
and
instead of leading them on. Yeah, you just don't respond.
Then you get called out for leading them on. You're texting them but not hanging out with them. You just need to have consistent messaging. I can't hang out with you, and I will not respond to your conversation starters.
That's the thing. Boom. If you don't want to go out with them, don't respond.
Yes, you can't be chatty.
What's annoying is if you're chatty with them and then they ask you out and then you go silent.
Exactly.
But if she just never responds or you never respond, it's clear like, oh, she just doesn't like me.
Yes, but I do think, I will reiterate, if they ask you out, I think you should say no so that they can go and ask someone else out and they're not waiting for you to respond to make their Friday night plans. Yes, like if I go on a date with them and they say, hey, do you want to go out this Friday? I think you should just say, hey, sorry, I can't. Because you can't. You can't because you don't like them. You don't say why you can't. You just can't. And then their conversation starters, you don't respond. But I think it is courteous to let them know that you will not be going out with them if they ask you for a specific date.
So it's like a half ghost.
Yeah, a little bit of a half ghost, but I think that's the right protocol.
I think that's the right protocol too.
Yeah.
You say, sorry, I'm unavailable, and then you just don't respond.
Yeah, considerate of their time, considerate of their feelings. Okay. And that is what we're going for here. Second date, I think it's kind of the same protocol as the first.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's the same protocol.
Okay, so then what about date number 3?
Date number 3, we start to get into more murky territory. Well, I think we start to get into a little bit more of a murky territory because it depends. There are more factors that are involved in date 3. There are more variables. How much time elapsed between each date? Was it 3 days in a row, 3 weeks in a row? But I still think you can get away with a ghost on date 3. I think
have they kissed you though?
Date 3.
Let's say that date 3 they dropped you off and just gave you a nice goodnight kiss.
You kiss.
Yeah.
Well, there's what I would say in a public forum, and there's what I would do behind closed doors. Let's air
both of these out because I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. In a public forum, you would say, it would be really considerate just to say, hey, sorry, I think we should be friends. Yeah. What you're actually doing, you're ghosting him.
It's difficult.
You're ghosting.
Oh, you're ghosting. You're so right. Date number 3.
Ghosting. I'm ghosting too.
But one thing I want to bring to the table, I have one regret dating. because for the podcast, I got married when I was 19, so all of my dating, I was really young, I would say. And so
this is high school dating.
So all of my dating mistakes were like my freshman and part of my sophomore year of college, where you know
stakes.
What? Anything goes. I cannot be held I cannot be held to too high of a standard. I was 18 years old, okay? So, but once I went on 2 dates with a guy, and we had some like mutual people that we knew. Like, they were mutual friends, but like he knew some people that I knew. So we went out twice. I decided, the date went fine, but I just decided I wasn't really into him. And so I was like, oh, this is time for me to go. He starts kind of asking people that I know about it. I think he had like texted me a couple times, but again, I was just like, I need to have clear messaging here. I'm not interested.
Yeah, I think the clear messaging is good.
But he starts asking people around me about me. Like, he played pickup basketball with someone that I knew, and he was kind of asking about me, and I heard about it. And that was one where I was like, you know what? I probably just should have told him, because clearly he was not getting the messaging. And he would have probably benefited from me just telling him, hey, sorry, I think you're great, but I'm just not interested. Or, I think you're great. I think we should just be friends. I don't see this going anywhere. So that's one where, you know what? I probably should have said something. It was 2 dates. I think it falls under the ghosting category. But to this day, I think that I handled that not in the best way possible, because he clearly wasn't getting the messaging. So that's a regret that I would like to bring to the table. I'm glad
you're airing out your dirty laundry now.
I want it to be aired. And if that person is watching this, I'm sorry I didn't handle it the best way I could. And I stand by that. So again, this is an art form. It's an art form. It's not a science. It is flexible. It's fluid.
It's very fluid.
It's so system dependent or situation dependent. Also, okay, I want to get into what's the line of when you stop ghosting someone, when it's unacceptable.
Okay, yeah. So we did the 3 date. You can kind of get away with a ghost after 3 dates, I think.
Yeah. You're skating the edge.
It's skating the edge
with people's feelings, but
I think after like 5 dates or a situationship thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna say like 5 dates on to we're about to be exclusive. That's when I don't think. And again, what I would say here and what I do is different, but that like do what I say, not what I do.
Absolutely.
But probably that's what it's like. Hey, you need to have a conversation with them. Like, I don't even know if like whether it's in person or not. I don't know if it really matters.
Yeah, I think you can get away with a text.
You can get away with a text. Some people clearly not, but generally speaking, I think you're good with a text if you're not like exclusively dating.
Yeah, if you're not exclusive, I think it's just a courteous text message just to send them.
Totally. And I think too, like the text can say like, hey, we can talk about it in person if you want to.
Yeah, you give them that option if they're really into it.
Probably you ghosting them at that point is tough. However, I will say I think it's good to start trickling, if you're not interested, to start to trickle with like a little bit of a ghost.
Absolutely.
Just
they need to be prepared.
give him like some like, hey, like this is weird. She's not responding like she used to.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know,
you're taking maybe a little bit longer to respond. You're just sending signals so that way when you do cut things off finally, or you send them like the text, they are aware.
Exactly.
They're prepped. They're not blindsided by anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really just the courteous thing to do. We're just so thoughtful and just so thoughtful of other people's feelings. But one thing I do want to bring up here, for me what's hard is that I don't love having conversations, because I would prefer, if I have gone on 5 dates with someone, for them to text me. I do not want to talk to them in person about the end of our relationship, because relationship where?
Yeah,
you know?
It's done.
So that's what's hard with dating, is that people have different preferences. Like, some people really want to have a conversation about everything in person, and they think it's so inconsiderate that you would just send them a text. But for me, if you're breaking up with me and we've been out 5 times, you don't know me well enough to bring up any sort of real life issues in a breakup conversation. So to send me a text saying, hey, I think you're great, I'm not down, let's move on. Don't talk to me. What are you going to say for 30 minutes?
He's like, listen, like your cankles like kind of creeped me out. Yeah. You don't even have cankles. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, by date 5, he's like, you know, I just don't love that your family has 10 kids in it.
Yeah, like what's he going to say? Like, I just don't think you're funny. First of all, rude, don't say that to my face. Think but don't say it. That's an inside thought. Like, because reality, 5 dates in, your personalities don't mesh. I'm not that attracted to you. You're not that funny. It's one of those things. Like, it's really one of those issues. It's not going to be anything else. And those things that should not be said to someone, because we all know some people just don't mesh. Okay, we need to.
Yeah, I mean, look, like the bottom line is that like even in all of this, it's just because like the person's just not that into you.
Yeah,
like that's the bottom line. Like in like you can like in 5 dates, you're not going to call anything out specifically.
No.
And I think too, it's one of those things where like to your point about communication styles, like we're ones that like if something's kind of like uncomfortable, like I don't really want to talk about it. You know what I mean? I would rather, and like again, like maybe that's a character flaw of mine. Yeah. But like I would rather like let's just end in peace.
And like let's just move on.
Let's just move on.
I want all of us to move on peacefully. I think a text is fair because for me that just gives me enough closure. Some people that doesn't give them enough closure, but for me, you give me a text, that's so much closure. Like, so much closure. I don't need anything more from you. I would like to move on. I'm
just thinking about a video of this girl where this guy, like, they had been, like, hanging out for months, and this guy called her and was like, hey, listen, like, I don't, like, really want to date anymore, and, like, I'm really sorry, and kind of went on, and she was like, okay, cool. That sounds good. And
yeah,
he's like, wait, what? And she's like, listen, like you don't want to be with me? I think like there's nothing more I need to know.
No, literally nothing else.
Like nothing else.
You want me to be gutted? It's like, no, exactly. I'm going to move on. Because again, that girl knows her worth. She knows that she deserves someone that loves her. She's like, you don't love me? Amazing. I'm going to go find someone that does. Because someone does love you.
I know that's the issues. I think people get so attached to someone and then they get like, they have all these issues and it's like, they just hold on to things that like, it's like, why would you want to be with someone that doesn't want to be with you?
Yeah. Like end of the day, you know deep down you don't want to be with them. It's hurtful. Maybe for a moment that they don't love you back or they don't like you back or whatever. But again, you don't want to be with someone that doesn't love you or who treats you in a lesser manner. Yeah.
I feel like we need to get to the crux of ghosting. I think there's a deeper layer to ghosting.
Absolutely, because there's so much hullabaloo about this.
Okay, so I was talking to my therapist last week.
If a sentence starts with, I was talking to my therapist, I know it's going to be a good take. I can't wait.
And he was talking about the time where he was working in a rehab center. And there was a woman who had been abused and had like a terrible history of abuse. And her line was basically like, I would rather be abused than be ignored. And her basically, like, the point was, like, humans need connection. They need attention, just like they need water, food, and shelter, right? Like, you have parents that the first thing you give them when you, like, or whatever, come into the world is like attention from your parents. That's like the first thing that like you need, right? They hold you close, your mom holds you close, etc.
Yeah.
And so I think this ghosting is so personal is because it's like, oh my gosh, this need for like attention and approval is gone when this person is ignoring me. Yeah. So in a lot of ways, it's like, I used to think it was dumb, but you know, because
she's grown.
I'm growing so much. But like this need for like attention and it's like, oh my gosh, this person's ignoring me. And so I think like in the middle of like the ghost where they're like, wait, are they ignoring me? What's going on? There is like some room left for interpretation that
Absolutely.
I think is where it gets people.
For sure. And again, that quote, man, like knife to your heart, because it's so true actually. Yeah. So many people would rather have any sort of attention versus no attention at all.
Totally.
Like they don't matter the quality of it or the whatever.
No, it could be like the person's like, I don't want to be with you anymore, and the other person's like, well, hey, can we still text?
Exactly.
Or like, can we still talk? Can we still do all of this? This is so interesting.
Also, because I've seen this in different people's lives, and there are people that I know who didn't maybe get as much attention as they should have growing up, and they're actually very sensitive to the ghost. It's very interesting.
So
because
sensitive.
For me, it's like I do get attention from my parents. I get attention from other sources. So if I'm not getting male attention, like that's okay.
Totally.
Because I'm getting attention from other sources. But if that's your sole source of getting attention, for sure you would need that and crave that so much more. That's so fascinating.
And so I think I would rather be ghosted personally than have someone text me like, hey, like just letting you know I'm not really into you.
Particularly after 3 to 4 days.
And I think particularly then, if we're like dating, no.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I would rather be ghosted because there's a part of me that like I can tell a story with this.
Oh, yes.
I can say, you know what, like his phone is dying. He just doesn't want to talk to me right now.
And go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry. No, finish. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you can make him the villain.
It's like...
That's the thing, is like, he ghosted me. I have been wronged. Girls, let's rally. And you know what? You move on. You can win a ghosting scenario.
Oh,
they have
100%.
so many options to villainize you. You're the villain of the story.
You are the villain. When you ghost, you are the villain.
Yes, I'm like, no, he's the worst. He didn't even give me the time of day. He literally ghosted me. He's the worst.
No, exactly.
Deep down inside, I'm thinking, my lucky stars, he ghosted me. Like, I don't want to receive a text from him ever again. But again,
you're like, ew, he's so
the narrative
gross.
is open.
So good. Exactly. It's like, I can come up with any story I want to about him, and let me tell you, it's going to be a good story.
Or you can just say things fizzled.
Oh,
he never responded to you.
It gives you the option.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, things fizzled.
Yes, it's like, I feel like from a dude's perspective, it's like, I just kind of like wasn't really into her.
Yeah.
Because like
things fizzled out.
Exactly. It's like,
Euphoria.
oh, so you didn't get rejected?
Yes. No rejection.
Ugh.
Everyone loved you. It was mutual. Fizzling.
I think that's the bottom line. That's why I like the ghost versus like just like the hard text is because I don't want to get rejected.
Everyone's pride is intact.
my pride is there, so I don't want to get rejected, and so I would rather have just like a slight like, I don't know about this right now. That's what the ghost feels like to me personally.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to follow up on your quote because you seem to really feel this like need for attention from other people. So I wanted to ask, how are you changing your behaviors based on now understanding the emotional needs of others?
I have been outed for ghosting a few times, and I abused the ghosts. I'm here to air my dirty laundry. I'm a ghost abuser. And once he said that quote, I was like, you know what? I see people that like don't get attention and they totally need that, and when they get ignored, they go crazy. Like people go crazy when they get ignored, and the stories that they tell themselves are not like he's the villain. The stories they tell themselves are like, I'm gonna die because she's not texting.
Like, why doesn't she love me?
Yes,
why
exactly.
is she abandoned?
Exactly. And so it's one of those things where I feel like I'm gonna try to be better about communicating, and so my goal is I'm only gonna ghost up to 2 dates.
You're putting a line in the sand.
I'm putting a line. If it's 3 dates, I'm just going to say, hey, I just want to be friends.
What if?
Good thing I'm not going on dates with anyone right now.
Good thing is there's no one in the queue, so I can make this statement.
My roster isn't existent.
What if you go on a date with someone twice, but 3 separate times? Like, you go out with them twice.
Okay, this is
2
a different
months later,
scenario.
you go out with them
this
twice.
Is a different
2
scenario.
times later, you go out with them twice again.
So you have basically re-upped with them multiple times.
Yes, you're re-ing up, but every time you're only going on a couple dates, and then you're taking a break and you're dating again. Because do you start to see that as a whole, or are you seeing each individual scenario separately?
I've done this. This has happened to me.
Which is why I think it's important we bring this nuance to the table.
So here's the problem is one of the times I was like, I just want to be friends. And then I was like a terrible ghoster the rest of the times, which is hard because my messaging was mixed. And to be quite fair, like my feelings were also mixed, if that makes sense, which makes things tricky. So I think after round 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you should probably just tell him.
Yeah, I think.
And probably be like, hey, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this. Yeah. Because your signals are mixed. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Well, I think it's really easy in those scenarios because you don't want to have to text them. Like, texting them isn't fun. So you always kind of try to make the excuse of like, oh, we've only been out 2 times this round. You know, like we only have really been out twice or 3 times. Because that's a story I would absolutely tell myself. That's the story I tell myself. Because I want to go for the ghost. The ghost is easy. The ghost is painless for me, not for the other person. Exactly. For me, this is a selfish train of thought. I'm well aware. Yeah. But it's important to look at the whole and to really think of the other person and be like, well, in reality, this has been going on for like 6 months in total. I should probably just send them a text. Yeah, if it's been off and on, you need at some point a clean break. Yes. And by being like, hey, I'm not into this isn't it, you owe them that, I think. But what if you're not ready for the clean break? Because it's clear.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're not ready for the clean break?
No. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Where, think about it, you go back for time 3. Okay. After time 2, you clearly weren't ready for a clean break because you went out with them a 3rd time.
But that's because months has passed, you meet the person and you're like, oh my gosh, wait, like maybe I can fall in love with them. Or wait, they are so cute. Whatever. Exactly. And like, you just, they go back for more.
Yes. So you're saying on time 2, you should have just hit them with a clean break and forced yourself to be done with them, even if you thought they were cute?
No. So, like, I think you can do that. I think the issue is when you run into them 3 months later, haven't talked, and it's like, oh, maybe we should revisit this. Exactly. So they're clean breaks in between the breaks. It's not like you're texting them, like, for a year on hand.
No,
do you know what I'm saying?
No, I see what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, like, if you tell them after time 2, hey, I'm not interested in you, there's no chance of a time 3, really.
No, I think you're wrong because that happened to me. No, you're wrong.
All right.
No, you're wrong.
People are bold out there.
No, they're relentless.
Because I think there's an issue where if you're not fully yes, you're not fully no. Sometimes you have to force yourself to be no. Because if you're not fully yes, not fully no, it's a no.
We could do a whole episode on this. If you're not fully yes, you are a no.
Yeah, like it's not. There's no 50%
there's
or
no
80% in dating. You are in or you are out.
If you're convincing yourself. You need to break up with them.
It's over.
And so I think you can ghost them for sure. Back to the topic, but
in the beginning,
it's not necessary. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying here, but
yeah, no, it's a scary time. It's a scary place.
No, well, it's just one of those things where it's just like, yeah, if you're not sure, it's hard because you're gonna want to kind of keep them around.
Yes,
I just want to be frank that if you go back, like I in my times. When I was done, I was done. Yeah. But then I've had this is like my toxic trait. This has happened to me like 4 different times. Yeah. Well, where I'll be like, oh my gosh, he's such a good guy, and then you go back to him, and then you hit him with a ghost again
to try to like him again. That's the ghost again.
A multi-ghost is a vicious cycle. No. When you're just like, wait, but maybe I could.
Yes.
If you're saying that's probably not the right thing to say, but that's a different discussion topic.
Yeah. Well. I think you probably shouldn't ghost them in those scenarios.
No, you shouldn't.
If you want to protect your brand, if you really want to protect your brand,
we need to talk about branding too.
You just don't ghost them because you do get a brand in the dating world, unfortunately, particularly when you're living in like a community where a lot of people know a lot of people. Yeah. Words get out about you. Even if you're in a big city, they're smaller than you think. If you are treating people terribly, it will get around about you.
There's something too. I feel like girls, for some reason, are way more chill if they get ghosted. I don't know if that's true, but I feel like when guys get ghosted, they get like offended and then they talk about you, and it's a branding disaster. Yeah. And you've got to call in your PR team. You have got to rebrand yourself. You've got to start doing commercials.
A whole rehab, potentially issue a statement.
Potentially you're issuing a statement on your Instagram.
Absolutely.
Saying, I'm sorry
Black
for the
screen,
ghost.
white text.
Black screen, white text, the little ghost emoji.
Yes, apologizing to my followers and to my friends. I will be better next time. I'm growing and learning. And you hit them with, you're going to change.
I will say this, like, I do think, here's also an issue with this. I think you can go wrong with a ghost. Oftentimes, I don't think you can necessarily go wrong being upfront.
No, that's what's hard, is that you realize communicating, you can never really
go wrong.
No one can ever really say anything bad about you if you just sent them a very kind text. You can only go wrong by saying something mean, which, ladies, we would never do such a thing.
No, we wouldn't.
It's almost like, have a few texts in your notes app. Have some examples of like generic first, second, third, fourth, fifth date, I'm not interested text.
Just ask ChatGPT to write it.
Yeah, ask Chat.
Just ask Chat to write it.
Chat does a great job in these scenarios. It's very thoughtful and very considerate of someone else's feelings.
I think, too, part of it, not to air out my own dirty laundry, it's like painful for me to be sending these messages to people.
It's emotionally draining.
Like, it hurts me telling someone this, and so that's why I avoid it, too. Yeah. So I think Chat's a good way just to be like... Because it's like, I don't need to feel bad for this, really. No, you know what I mean?
It's like, no one's
it's
fault.
Just like,
it's early
I wish I would like you, honestly.
It's like, I'm sorry this isn't going to work
Exactly.
out.
So I think that's a good way for me to avoid, like, the, like, feeling bad. Like, I'm not the villain here, if that makes sense. I'm not the bad guy. And then just...
Do you think that's a guilt you need to work through, though, or no?
Probably it is.
Because, I mean, I get that you kind of want to make it like a sterile situation where it's just like cut and paste. Like, we're just doing what we can do. But part of it is like, do you think you should work through that guilt and really accept the fact that you're not in the wrong? But it sucks no matter what.
I think probably I should.
You're hurting someone else's feelings.
Yeah, I probably should.
So I don't know if there's really any way to actually fully get around the guilt,
I do have an issue of like, I hate people hurting people's feelings, generally.
Yeah, or just
unless I'm mad at them, then it's fine.
Yeah. But like just giving them like negative feedback if they're not really ready for it or not necessarily expecting it. Oh, it's so painful. And you feel so bad.
And especially because it's like, it's not like they did like they didn't do good enough on a project. It's just like,
yeah, they did no wrong.
I don't like you enough.
I know, it's like, I'm so sorry. It's so painful. You feel so bad.
It hurts me.
Probably the more considerate thing to do is actually to say something. Oh, it's so not fun.
I'd rather be ghosted.
Yeah,
PSA,
honestly,
I'd rather be ghosted.
I'd rather be ghosted.
I mean, like, even, like...
Before date 5, ghost me, please.
Yeah, even in, like, kind of, like... even in like a longer term thing, if like we both kind of just like things fizzle out, like I think I would rather be ghosted than getting.
Fizzle's fine.
Yeah, if we're both kind of if it's a mutual fizzle, and and they have the same communication style as you, then just let it fizzle.
Oh, absolutely. If something is fizzling, you do not need to come out of the woodworks and start saying something. If like you're both not saying.
Well,
something.
if you're both, I think if you're both feeling,
if you're both, if it's clear that it's coming from both sides, that it's just like we're naturally kind of growing apart or whatever. Yeah, I think it's okay. Just to
I have another point about the ghost. Is I do hate to say this though, it kind of makes you more desirable. It does.
You always want what you can't have.
Because you always want what you can't have. And so you ghost these guys or vice versa. And it's like, wait, but like, because I can't have this, I want this. And so then in a weird, twisted way, you become more desirable with the ghost. That's why they hate you more.
But they don't want you. But you don't want them to want you.
No, that's the issue, is you don't want them to want you.
Yeah, you don't want them to want you, but then all of a sudden they have a burning desire towards you, and it's like, ooh.
And then you see them next time, and then it's awkward. Ugh, it's
so awkward.
It's not fun.
Oh, when you know you have an unread text from someone and you see them somewhere,
it's the worst.
Nothing worse. And you could have prevented that. That's what's tough, is that you did it to yourself.
But even seeing them after you rejected them, also, it's like, let me give you an extra long hug.
Yes, you're like, hi, cutie, I hope you're doing so well. You're like trying to set someone you up with them, and you're like, please.
They're like, why didn't you like
joy
them?
And love.
You're like, you'll like them, I promise.
You're like, no, you're gonna find love right here.
Exactly.
Something also that I think about that is hard is that guys do put themselves out there so much asking you out. Yeah. It probably doesn't bother girls as much because, one, when they ghost you, they're just not asking you out again, so it's pretty clear that they're not interested because they're not asking you out.
Yes.
Whereas guys have to like pick up signals a little bit more to tell if they want you want them to ask you out again. They have way more other cards that they have to play. They have to be way more vulnerable to ask you out, whereas I don't really have to be that vulnerable when I'm just saying yes or no to a date. So I will give that to them. True. That's a tough nuance in their situation. I'm so glad I'm not a guy. I would hate asking people out.
Oh my gosh.
Or asking for phone numbers or like going out on a whim. I would absolutely hate that. So I have to give them their flowers there. Because
for sure.
Nothing sounds worse to me.
For sure.
Nothing sounds worse.
Yeah, like going up to like a hot girl and being like, hey, I think you're cute. Do you want to go out?
Nails on a chalkboard. Kill me. Kill me. That sounds horrible. I would be so bad at it. I wouldn't be doing it. I would be so bad. I like to think I would be trying my best in doing it.
You'd be fine.
I'd be fine, but about
you're right. Guys
that's so vulnerable.
Guys are so much more vulnerable. That's so true.
Yeah,
and to be fair too, they are in control, and so I don't think when they ghost a girl, I don't think they think it's ghosting either. I think it's them not asking them out.
Yeah, they're like, I'm not going to ask them out again. But that is a ghost.
It is a ghost. But I think the girls are like, he didn't ask me out again.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it is what it is. But then when he asks, because it's like, she's not asking him out. Mm-hmm. He's the one asking her out.
Yeah.
And so I think the non-response ghost that's when it's hard.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, because they're just trying to catch a vibe the whole time.
Exactly.
So it's tough when you're like, okay, what vibe are they catching?
Yeah.
What are they giving to me? I don't really know. You're trying to read the scenario. Tough.
Dating is so weird.
No, dating is a brutal place.
It's so awkward.
Yeah. It is so awkward. It's truly the most awkward.
It's so awkward. It's a miracle anyone ends up together.
No, I know, but it only has to happen once. And also, anytime you get advice from married couples, I'm like, dude, it literally worked out for them one time. Don't take their advice too seriously. They got one person who just matched them, and they went with it.
And you don't know all their horror stories beforehand.
Absolutely no. You don't know all their horror stories. You don't actually know what's going on behind closed doors in their marriage either.
True.
So
true.
I don't know. Be careful. Beware.
Spooky.
Just because someone's married doesn't mean their advice is good. That's all I gotta say. A lot of weird things you're hearing out there. Bad. Sometimes it's even worse. And all of a sudden, all these uggos are just the cutest thing they've ever seen. They're so precious. And I'm like, look. Even as a married person, I'm like, we have got to calm down. I'm not that cute, okay? I know we all got really sensitive and married. It's okay. But anyways, the art of the ghost, stay safe out there. It is tough. And number one thing, protect your brand. Protect your brand.
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong with communication, generally speaking.
Yeah, I think that's the bottom line. Err on communication. There is just it has to be. It's an art form.
It's an art form. It's not a science.
And you can abuse it.
Yes, you can absolutely abuse the ghost.
Abuse it.
It will come back to haunt you every single time. The ghost of ghosts past will come back to find you. So I feel like this was very, very poignant for spooky season.
Okay, so we're going to end with some ghost mode protocols, aka what to do if you have been ghosted. Mm-hmm. Number one. What's number one?
Stay busy.
Stay busy. Yes, stay busy. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Fill your time with things that fulfill you without them. Right?
Exactly.
Like, the more that you can be more comfortable with yourself without needing someone else, the better person you're going to attract.
Exactly. And also, go get your nails done. Go to a workout class. Go grab lunch with a friend.
Go buy that dress.
Like, go do something for yourself.
Totally.
Like, you're worth it. Realize I have value intrinsically that's not determined by anyone else.
What not to do here is to mass text them.
No.
If they're ghosting you, like, do not text them. Don't crash out to them. You can crash out to a friend.
Yeah, talk to your friends. Fine. Absolutely.
Maybe that's number 2. Talk to friends. Mm-hmm. And maybe, like, communicate what you're feeling.
Absolutely.
Get that out in the open.
Yeah.
But just not to the individual.
Yeah, work through your feelings in private in your own time.
Yes.
With your friends.
With your friends.
I don't mean in private. I just mean not with the person that has ghosted you.
Exactly.
Don't try to talk to them.
Exactly.
If they're giving you those signals.
Okay, what's point number 3?
Point number 3, you can find closure on your own. It's so hard when someone else hasn't given you the closure that you have needed from a scenario, but you can move on yourself. Like, find it within yourself to be like, you know what? I'm going to move on. I'm going to close this chapter for myself, even if they're not willing to. And you know what happens? If you close the chapter and then 3 months later they try to come out of the woodworks, you know what you do? Sorry, sir, the chapter is closed. I closed it because you weren't willing to. So you can close your own chapter. It's actually, I know it sounds really difficult and really hard, especially in the moment you're like, wait, did they love me? Did they not? Just close the chapter. You protect your peace and just say, you know what? I'm done with this. I want to move on. And you can move on. You don't need to wait for them and sit around and wait for them to come back to you. They're not going to say anything. You can get closure from that relationship, move on, work through your feelings, and decide that that chapter is closed.
And I think this brings us to point number 4, which is powerful, which is fake it till you make it. Mm-hmm. So kind of mixing the point 3 and 4, sometimes you have to ask yourself the question, what would it look like if I had moved on from so-and-so?
Exactly.
So whether that's like, I don't think about them anymore, I don't look at their pictures, etc., I'm doing XYZ thing. So I think you want to pick a date and be like, okay, I'm going to act and do the things that I would do if I had been over XYZ person. Mm-hmm. And then you just have to fake it till you make it. You have to have your body go through the motions, and then your mind will catch up.
Yeah.
And then one of these days you're going to wake up and be like, wait, like, I don't actually think about them, and I'm excited about so-and-so. And the reality is, if they ghost you, they don't deserve you. Mm-mm. Like, if they ghost you, honestly, shame on them for not, like, understanding or seeing you how you deserve to be seen. And so you deserve someone that, like, loves you, is gonna want to be with you, and all that kind of stuff. So know your worth, sis.
For sure. They're not worth your energy or your time. And at first it's gonna feel so disingenuous.
You're
gonna feel so fake and be like, I don't want to do this, but you're gonna do it anyways for yourself because you are worth it. You're worth waking up for. You're worth doing all the things for.
Totally.
You're totally worth it. And you're gonna show yourself that.
Yes.
That's how you show yourself you're worth it, by doing those things.
Totally. You have to know it yourself before someone else can know it too.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, teach yourself. You got this.
You got this, sis.
Good luck and stay safe.
Stay up out there.
Yeah.
It's spooky season.
It's spooky season.